Hi everyone, welcome to the training of high-strength dynamic test. This training consists of the following parts. First is the wave mechanics introduction. It is about the basic wave theory. And second, we will introduce the wave mechanics in high-strength dynamic test. And third part, we will tell you how to evaluate the data quality. And then we talk about how to acquire data with high quality. After we collect data, we need to learn how to interpret the high-strength dynamic data. And the last part is about the RCAPWAP. It's a matching software. First part is the wave mechanics introduction. Before we talk about wave mechanics, we need to take a look at about the pile capacity. How do we calculate a pile capacity using static calculation method? We know that the pile is used to bear the upper structure with a load of Q. And the pile capacity actually is from soil resistance. And it consists of shaft resistance, RS, and toe resistance, RT. So the pile capacity is calculated like this. RU equals to RS plus RT. While RS is the shaft resistance and RT is the toe resistance. And we can calculate shaft resistance RS with Fs times As. And Fs is the unit shaft resistance, and As is the shaft area. And RT can be calculated using Qt times At. And Qt is the unit toe resistance, and At is the toe area. And this is how we calculate a single pile capacity. Then how do we measure the actual pile capacity? Usually there was three ways to test for the pile capacity. The first and is the most commonly used is the static load test. And the second one is the bidirectional static load test. And the third is the dynamic load test. Here we have some pictures for the testing methods. Static load test, I believe everyone is very familiar with. Usually we can use cartilage or we can use anchor pile to test the pile capacity. But bidirectional static load test, usually we put the jack inside the pile somewhere and push the pile in two directions. So it's called the bidirectional static load test. So it is only used for board pile and usually for piles with very high capacity where we cannot use traditional static load test. And the last one is the one that we are going to talk about today. It's the high strength dynamic load test. So first, let's discuss how is the wave generated. Actually, the wave is consisted with the particle vibration. When one particle is vibrated, and it will cause the particles besides it to vibrate. So one to another, then will generate the wave. With this picture, we can see more clear about how the wave is generated. You can take this as a pile, horizontal pile. Then we hit the pile head with a force, and the particles on the pile top will vibrate, and then cause the particles vibrate one to another. Then the wave is generated. The below picture, we can see that the wave going down, and the other side of the wave is going up. And we will talk about the wave up and wave down in the later PowerPoints.